Okay.
All right. Well, here we are again.
We're back.
Spec Ops, The Line.
Or better known as Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness 2.
That's correct. That's correct. You know, John Paul has a degree in English.
Certified Master of Literature.
Well, you don't have a master's.
True. Well,
Certified Bachelor
in Literature.
of Literature. And I'll tell you, Heart of Darkness, I remember when he was working on that. So he's going to be our resident literary analysis expert.
I will provide some analysis. I'll provide some analysis here.
Maybe you should have like a notepad to take notes with.
So I've got my notepad and my copy of Heart of Darkness. It's the Norton Critical Edition, 4th edition.
4th edition.
So a little out of date, but I feel like the text has not changed, and the criticism and critique interpretation that provides well over 80% of this copy of the book will suffice.
I think we'll be fine.
This copy is over 500 pages, and the novella, Heart of Darkness,
About 80, right?
yeah, I think about 84 is what it consumes in this particular copy. Actually, sorry, only 77. Small font. But we'll see. It's been 2 years since I've touched Heart of Darkness. We'll see what I can remember and what I need to look up while we proceed.
I think we're just going to do normal, right?
I think we're just here to experience the story, so
Okay.
there's some significance right there. Is that who I think it is?
You better believe.
Nolan North.
I feel like it's. I honestly, I feel like the Nolan North casting was all part of the plan. You know, because he's like the most. Because he's Nolan North. You are taking notes.
I am.
Earlier.
Okay.
John Conrad the greatest man I ever served with?
Whoa.
Well, I don't know. There was this one time in Kabul when he dragged my bleeding carcass half a mile to an evac chopper. So maybe I'm biased. But the facts don't lie.
Whoa, he's got a Medal of
The
Honor.
man's a fucking hero. Remember when the first storms hit Dubai? You're probably all safe and sound at home watching TV. Well, Conrad was leading the damn 33rd out of Afghanistan. Instead of coming home, he volunteered his entire battalion to help with the evac. Bet all you did was send a check. Rumor is Conrad was ordered to abandon the city. He defied that order, and the 33rd stood with him. Now, the official story is still hazy about what happened next. All we know for sure is that the storms got worse. Much worse. Last thing we heard out of Dubai was that Conrad was leading a caravan of survivors out of the city. That was 6 months ago. Then, 2 weeks ago, we picked up this transmission.
Colonel John Conrad, United States Army. Evacuation of Dubai ended in complete failure. Death toll, too many.
Hey, Cap! Captain Walker!
What is it, Lugo?
Got a situation, sir.
Mission critical?
No, sir.
Then take it up the chain, Sergeant.
Roger that. Lieutenant Adams.
I hear you, Sergeant. What's your status?
Status is chafed, sir.
You say chafe, Sergeant?
Yes, sir. A local airborne insurgency has infiltrated the U.S. zone designated as my pants. Sir.
Shut up, jackass.
Gentlemen, welcome to Dubai.
Yup. It's still dead.
Yet to be seen, Sergeant.
You got a lock on that transmission?
Yes, sir. About 800 yards away.
And we're 800 yards away from seeing who's more full of shit. You or Intel?
Wow. If I wasn't a hardened killing machine, I might have hurt.
Special guest.
Special guests.
All right, remember, this place has been designated a no man's land, which means we're not supposed to be here, so let's do this by the books, okay?
Roger, Dodger.
Alright, so our setup's pretty obvious here. Walker is our Marlowe.
Okay,
and
grab some cover.
Mr. Conrad himself is Mr. Kurtz. So, pretty stand instead of the African
Now check your
Congo,
sights.
we're in Dubai.
Any movement?
Nah, we're clear.
Good.
Wow. What happens in Dubai stays in Dubai.
Come on, let's just find a way down.
You got it.
Oh, it would be this way.
So obviously we're in a world not really based on our own.
So this is what's left of the M33.
Right.
The
Well,
man thinks otherwise. We wouldn't be here.
like, to an extent it kind of is, but
Hey,
yeah.
got some
not,
rope over here.
Not really.
Let's
Yeah,
put
I
it
mean
to use.
obviously the conflict in the Middle East stuff.
That's enough, Lugo.
We're just keeping it light, boss.
Yeah, I don't need light. Need you focused on the mission.
What mission? We're basically
Supercar.
poking a dead dog with a stick.
We have our orders. Locate survivors and leave the city immediately. Radio command from outside the storm wall. Send in the cavalry. Go home.
Hey, did you guys hear that?
Alright,
You fucking with us?
so the mission
I am
is
hurt that you'd even ask.
pretty straightforward.
Ain't nobody here, man.
Find survivors.
Sounds like the transmission.
Radio, and then
Could have
go
sworn I
home.
heard somebody.
Come on, let's just get this over with.
Anyone out there? Doctor says what?
Leave it alone. No one's out there.
Then what the fuck are we doing here?
Lugo's got a point.
Are you taking his side now?
When he's right, he's right.
Hey, Command wants us to look around, we look around.
I don't know. Sounds like a waste of 3 stone-cold, ruggedly handsome Delta operators such as ourselves.
Think of it as a paid vacation.
Well, for future reference, I prefer my beaches with a 3-to-1 sexy lady dead body ratio.
Lugo, do you ever actually hear the shit coming out of your mouth?
No, I do not, sir. I find it messes with my rhythm.
We are walking back. This is Colonel
You
John
know, it
Conrad,
does feel like we're being watched.
United States Army.
Someone should see how sexy I'm gonna get.
Well, this looks like the place.
Evacuation. I ended it complete.
Yep, this is what we're looking for. Whatever it is.
Convoy stalled.
What's that supposed to be?
It's a distress beacon, but it ain't military. Someone built this out of spare parts.
Any idea who?
No, not a fucking clue.
God damn it. Walker, you better come see this.
Oh, fuck.
That's putting it lightly.
Body looks fresh.
It is. Even worse, he's 33rd.
Who did this?
Probably the same people been ghosting us.
That doesn't answer the question.
Don't worry. I think we're about to find out.
My name is Captain Martin Walker. We're looking for survivors.
Why? So you can kill us too?
You speak Farsi? Maybe we can understand each other better. Agar in Turim half bezanim.
Good call, Lugo.
This could go south
ما
real
قاتل
fast.
نیستیم. سرباز آمریکایی هستیم. اینجا هستیم که کمکتون
See that
کنیم.
bus over there?
نه
It's
چنان
filled with
اثرای
sand.
خراب دیزی
Push comes to shove, shoot out the window.
میکشن
Might get us an
The
advantage.
damned? Hey, یعنی the damned 33rd? سربازای دیگه چی؟
Kill them!
Who the fuck are these guys? They're refugees, survivors of the storm. That's good, right? This is radio command. Give them the news. Be my guest. I'm sure they'll stop shooting so you can make a phone call. We're pinned down. Take them out.
Reloading! Cover me!
How's the On your left. More coming over the dune.
I'm really bad at controllers, man.
We're in position. Waiting for your command. Look, you don't got all fucking day. Let's see that bus. On it. Got it. Moving to clear. Hostile down. It's clear. Come on.
Keep moving. Out the back.
Grenade. Take cover.
Where's he hiding?
Billboard across the way. Give me the word and I'll take him out.
Lugo, take him out.
Yes, sir.
On top of that bus! Take
We
him
got
down!
bogeys.
Tango down!
And stay down.
I'm reloading!
Another group coming out of that cargo container. Hostile in the open.
Head for that cargo box!
Well, let me adjust the sensitivity.
Oh.
Walker, the door.
killing people. The hell was that?
I'm picking up a distress call.
Patch it through.
33rd Dispatch, this is Alpha Patrol. We're under attack. Repeat, the insurgents have us surrounded. Request immediate assistance. Shit! Markson's down! We need backup!
Lugo, distance.
About 100 yards away.
Let's move.
Heads up! Contact! Walker, we need to take out that 50 cal! Walker, we're pinned down. Flank that turret and take it out.
Focus fire on that HMG!
He's shielded. We can't hit him. You gotta flank him.
Damn it, I'm out.
We're a no-go here.
Threat eliminated! Fuck! I've been down! Watch out, they're flanking!
On the shack. 12 o'clock.
Flank down! Get down! No!
Oh, Jesus.
Shit, man, we're taking some heavy fire here. Watch out!
Target down.
This way.
Maybe I'll go for 4. There we go. It's gonna be the optimal. I can feel it.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Alpha Patrol, requesting immediate assistance. Is anyone out there?
Alpha, if you can hear me, we're approaching your position.
Oh, fuck. Thank fucking Christ. I think Markson's dead.
Are you hurt? Is anyone else with you?
There's 4 of us. We're okay, but we're running out of ammo. Can't keep them back for much longer.
Okay, stay cool. We're almost there.
What do we got?
Our guys are pinned down in the fuselage.
We ain't been spotted yet. Might want to equip silencers.
Good call.
Take them out before they escape.
Hostile down.
Kill
Nice work.
Reloading.
Hostile down.
Target down.
On the wing!
Headed out.
Find it kind of funny that they have the slow-mo.
Gotcha, Chuck.
Oh. Whoops.
Trying to move.
Jeez.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. We got more coming from the rear of the plane.
Enemy down!
Taking heavy fire.
I unlocked an achievement.
Threat eliminated!
Here I go!
Oh! Whoa! Surprise.
He's just chilling.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Shit! Got a hostage situation.
Alright, calm down and let him go.
Hurry up, Walker. Better act fast, Walker, or he's dead.
Got one!
Target down!
Yay! Too pro.
You're gonna have to talk fast, boss. He's fading.
We're here to help. Just stay with me, all right?
Forgive me. Doc McPherson. You gotta find him.
We will, but I need you to tell me where they took him.
They took him to the nest.
Nest. Nest, all right, good. And what about Conrad? Is he still alive? God damn it. Lugo, mark the bodies on tack. Adams, check outside for tracks. I want to know what the hell is going on in this city.
Got multiple tracks headed north.
Then we follow him.
So there you go. There's a prologue.
Not to argue, but this ain't exactly within our mission parameters.
Yeah, well, our mission went from recon to rescue the minute we found U.S. soldiers butchered.
Fucking orders. I like it.
Orders ain't worth following if it means leaving people to die, Lugo.
So he's already not following the
Conrad's
mission
still
parameters.
alive. I think he is. I know he'd agree with me.
Tracks end here. Guess this is the nest.
Yeah, it's quaint. Very post-apocalyptic.
Well, in the
Don't
case
get
of Heart of
cocky.
Darkness,
Remember, these
the
guys
character
already
of
took out
Marlowe
4 soldiers
was just
to
stopped
get
because there really was no mission going on to begin with.
Oh yeah?
Because Marlowe he liked work. He liked
Reloading.
doing work, and he liked work. that was
Careful, they got a
productive.
lookout.
But with the Congo, what was going on with the beating the slaves and stuff was that work wasn't being done. They were just like blowing up rocks for no reason, shooting cannons at nothing. They weren't really getting any ivory or anything like that. So it was just everyone being lazy, except for Kurtz, who was actually apparently doing stuff, which is why Marlowe wanted to meet Kurtz so bad.
So, guy on the left or guy on the right?
You gotta go on the right, man.
Below, on the walkway. Put him down.
Jeez. Suppressor's on.
But the general idea of being here to try to find the Kurtz figure is, that is one of the subplots of Heart of Darkness.
Grenades. Lots of them. Looks like someone's stocking up for winter. We should grab what we can carry. No point wasting them.
Get into cover.
Here's his hanging out.
Yeah. He embraced his eventual demise.
Heads up, shot! That turret's gonna rip us down! Then we got grenades. Let's use them.
The music is really jarring.
Reloading! Cover me! On the open! Take the shot!
Inside, go, go, go!
Enemy down! Hey! You guys hear music?
Who cares? Shut up and keep fighting!
Neutralized! Move it out!
Probably because they just introduced them. Yep. Figured. Alright, time for a beast of a throw. Oh, never mind.
Clear. Okay, let's keep moving.
Just these speakers. Built from scratch. I feel like that's not in the rules of engagement.
Yeah. I mean, the thing says execute, so.
Okay, people. Places. Prompter ready?
Huh? Tony? What the hell is this?
What's what?
The prompter says we're telling people to stay home and wait for the evacuation force. Where we get that? I haven't seen anything about an evacuation force come down from the wire.
Just read it and smile. That's what we pay you for.
Tony, this isn't ethical. I'm a journalist. Viewers trust me to...
You're a pair of tits that can read a teleprompter. You do the story, or I get someone else who will. Now we're on in 5, 4...
You are a fucking asshole,
2,
Tony.
1.
An unwarranted assault on the 33rd today means, you guessed it, an end to the ceasefire. All insurgents wishing to surrender, please report to your nearest outpost for processing. We now return to our regularly scheduled broadcast. Here we go.
Let me go on record and say this shit just got weird.
Fuck weird. This is out of control. Not only do they got people here, they got a fucking DJ. We need the radio command ASAP.
No, not yet. Conrad and the 33rd need our help. And this soldier can lead us straight to him. Once we know the 33rd is safe, we'll radio for evac.
Concentrate fire!
Watch it move, enemy! Give me some cover! I want to move!
Over there! İşte şimdi bizim şansımız!
Oh. I'm spooked ya. Dude, I'm bad. I'm bad. The second I get on turrets, man.
You died, dude. You dead. You dead.
I'm dead. I'm dead. This is gonna be so unimpressive.
An unwarranted assault on the 33rd today means, you guessed it, an
Fuck weird.
Skip
This is
past
out of
that.
control. Not only do they got people here, they got a fucking DJ. We need the radio command ASAP.
No, not yet. Conrad and the 33rd need our help. And this soldier can lead us straight to him. Once we know the 33rd is safe, we'll radio for evac. Hostile down.
Yeah.
Priority target!
Can't get a beat on him! Target down! Heads up! Tango trying to move! Reloading! Cover me!
Focus your fire!
Got it! Taking him out! Enemy down!
that's how I not die. Got it. Looks pretty good, all things considered. I mean, because it's kind of an older game. Well, not older, but you know, it's like 2011, I think.
Where the hell did they go? That was too easy, boys. Heads up.
Roger that.
Yeah, I want to score heavy.
Fucking Christ! Move, move, move!
It's a fucking ambush! Take cover!
Snipe that hostile!
Watch and learn, baby! Hostile down! Got the target loading!
Whoa.
Damn.
Yeah. I died again.
They're great, man.
I'm great at games.
Great at gaming.
Fucking Christ! Move, move, move!
It's a fucking ambush! Take cover!
Alright, I got him!
Reload!
Sprint, sprint, sprint, sprint, sprint.
The target is down. Eyes wide! Hostile with a shotgun! Enemy on the move! Cover my right. Neutralized! Swapping mags! Hey, you motherfuckers! Don't you know when to quit? Save your breath! Keep firing, Sergeant!
Stay cool, pick your shots.
Got the target.
This game feels like it might get a little repetitive after a while.
Shit, these guys aren't letting up!
Oh.
Neutralized!
Got one!
No hostiles coming over too! Engage! Watch it! Shotgunner coming in!
Sandstorm of Berlin.
It's getting bad out here, Walker. Oh shit, man! That storm's way too fucking close for comfort! Walker, the storm's about to murder us all! Stick to this position! Wait for an opening! I see him moving! Tango, down! Look out! The ground's caving in!
Alright, fired a grenade launcher with one hand while hanging from a rafter.
Adams, Lugo, sound off.
Down here.
You okay?
I said ow, didn't I?
Fine.
Good. Back on your feet then. I want to know where we are.
The sandstorm,
I'd say we dropped
the
into that
idea
hotel we were headed for.
of nature taking
Anyone see
back
a way out of here?
Dubai is definitely also,
Present in Heart of Darkness.
just the impenetrability of nature.
Got an exit down here.
The jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just how man's influence and really can't do anything to tame nature.
So we're trapped.
Like fish in a barrel.
More like fish in a barrel.
Enemy in sight. We engaging.
Got your asses on
Hostiles, left side! Heads up! Tango, drop the move! Keep going, staircase! The shit fuckers keep trying to flank us! And stay down! Shit, man, we're taking some heavy fire here! One down! They give up?
I don't think so. Listen.
Something's going on up there. They're dropping C4!
Adams,
Oh!
now!
Oh!
Shit, Walker, this room's gonna blow! Fucking go, go, go!
Yeah, I guess this
I
is
think
kind
we're
of
clear.
like a lot of kill rooms.
Let's keep
and
moving.
stuff
We need to find an exit.
is kind of the main thing. You're not really doing much other than just shooting people.
Anyone else feel like we should try talking
Because
to
of
these
the
guys?
nature of the
I mean, we
novel,
did
I
come
think
here
I
safe.
have a fair idea
Man, we are way past
of
that
a
point.
prediction about
These
the
people
nature
don't
of
want
the
to
people
talk,
you're
they're out
fighting.
for blood.
Lugo's right. Best we can do is get out of here and find the
Same thing, guessing
33rd
wrong.
before these people tear them apart.
Okay, shoot first, questions later. Got it.
We find Conrad, he'll answer our questions.
You hear that? Someone's coming.
Quick, hide.
Dropping C4? What were you thinking?
They were dug in, sir. We didn't have many options.
You're lucky this whole place didn't collapse. Where's the soldier? The one we took from the plane?
Downstairs, sir.
Is he being guarded?
At all times.
Good. Think I'll go say hi.
Agent Custody. Wait.
What?
He won't talk, sir.
He'll talk to me.
Walker, that guy was American.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
Why are the locals taking orders from the Americans?
So you were correct.
Why is he got a hard on
Yeah.
for the 33rd?
I have
But
no idea.
what's your assumption? I'm curious.
So there's
Ask him yourself.
There's a sequence in Heart of Darkness where,
They're
as
still
they're
alive.
traveling in a steamship
Take
to
care of
find Mr. Kurtz, they're attacked by natives. They're throwing spears, arrows, they get into a firefight on the steamship. And when they find Mr. Kurtz later on, they discover that, like, Mr. Kurtz himself had ordered the attack. He had kind of betrayed his own people. So I feel like there's something to that effect going on here when the Americans have turned on their own. Dang, dude. How are you still alive?
accuracy at least.
Future auto heal sticks.
Adrenaline, dog.
I don't think this brings you back to the drink, though. That he was definitely floating in a crouched position.
Reloading! Cover me!
All right, don't get too relaxed. We're not stopping. Every minute we waste could be the difference between a soldier going home alive or going home in a bag.
We got tracks leading to the elevator shaft.
Let's see what's down the rabbit hole. Let's be careful, gentlemen. We're not alone.
Man, already chapter 4.
Yep. Like I said, it's a quick one.
Oh, smell that? Someone's definitely been living down here.
If you can call it that.
I'd call it survival. Probably been this way since the first storms hit.
Life's hard. Doesn't give him a reason to start killing soldiers.
The American we saw upstairs gave him a reason.
Yeah, but why?
Wish I knew.
Well, there's some imagery for you.
Yep.
Got a light up ahead.
Go take a look.
You're the boss.
Kind of looks like some of the stuff you'll see in like Tehran. They have a lot of that stuff just on like walls.
Looks like some kind of encampment.
Very tribal.
Where they got the hostage.
And nature.
Come on, follow me.
Like all this.
Yeah. Getting some Dead Space 2 flashbacks.
Yeah.
Except it's better.
Everyone be cool. We got civilians down here.
Nice place.
You guys seeing this shit? Silk curtains, silverware, some nice crystal. Fuck, they got a piano too? I'm in the wrong line of work.
Lugo, quiet.
Sorry.
Christ. These soldiers were massacred.
Nah. Look how they're lined up. This was an execution.
Just like the Kabul death squads.
Shit.
Yeah. Shit. Someone's here. Follow me and stay quiet.
We're gonna keep at this until you tell me what I want to know. How many soldiers are stationed at the water depot?
Get your licks in while you can, Agent. 33rd's on their way here right now.
Damn dead, Sandy. The 33rd lost their balls the day they went rogue.
Fuck you. Dubai would be in peace if you hadn't stirred up the locals. Got them killing soldiers again. Did you really think we weren't gonna fight back?
We hoped you would. The CIA doesn't start when it can't finish.
Well, now's the time to prove it. Because I'm not telling you shit.
No! What the hell?
Hold your fire!
Lower your weapon.
I look stupid to you?
No. That's why you're gonna point that pistol somewhere else.
Lower your weapon. I'll lower mine.
Not gonna happen.
You got a name?
McPherson. First Lieutenant. You?
Walker, Captain. We found your friend at the plane. He told us where to find you.
Really? Where's he at?
He didn't make it.
Why am I not surprised?
So what? You think we killed him?
I didn't say that.
You're not saying much of anything, Lieutenant.
Article 4, Captain. You gotta speak to my commander.
Well, where's he at?
By now, I'd imagine he's just downstairs.
Yeah. I'll bet.
Why don't you wait here? I'll go get him.
Check the body.
Wasn't lying. Tagged the CIA.
Shit. That's just what we needed.
You let him go. Why?
I'm not about to shoot a U.S. soldier, Wilco. Plus, we can follow him back to the 33rd.
God damn. All this stuff is... Here they are! Take them out!
Can't get to him.
Those were soldiers. Our own guys.
It was self-defense.
Doesn't make me feel any better.
It's not supposed to.
Y'all stand back.
As originally reported upon first arrival, situation in Dubai dismal. That's an understatement. Civilians have turned into vultures. Stealing, rioting. Hell, I saw a man gutted over a can of soda. It's a mess here. Soldiers trying to keep martial law, only making it worse. No way to radio HQ from inside the storm wall. Agent Daniels has left the OZ to report our findings and receive further instructions. Langley's not gonna like what we have to say. Got a feeling they'll return the favor.
We got daylight up ahead.
That's all right. Follow it.
Right, so that kind of falls in line too with the whole that just they have no control over the natives.
Shit!
The
Return
native
fire!
people of
But they're
Dubai.
soldiers! They will kill us if we go! Now open fire!
So now we're killing Americans. They're executed if they're alive. This doesn't really make that much sense, even in context of the game. I feel like they would start shouting, weird US soldiers killed.
Get him moving again!
Will do! On my way! Bet you are happy to see me! We're pinned down! Take him out! Hostile with a shotgun coming our way! Watch yourselves! Still focusing on the target! Incoming!
Don't let up!
Heads up! Tango, trying to move! Here I go! Heads up! Shotgunner coming our way! Swapping mags!
That's all of them.
Killed a lot of dudes. A lot of Americanos. It was merciful, doing God's work. And they working hard. No firearms in the camp. I haven't seen any civilians yet.
We need to keep moving before more soldiers show up.
You mean more American soldiers?
Rogue soldiers. It's clear the 33rd is no
start
longer
playing?
acting as part of the U.S. Army.
So what do we do?
We're gonna sort this out. We need to find John Conrad.
How's that help? You just said the 33rd were rogue.
Conrad wouldn't
Y
abandon his
switch
duty.
weapons, X
The
is
33rd may
reload.
be hostile, but I guarantee the Colonel isn't part of it.
B is
How can you
melee.
be sure? Because I know the man. Now get that open.
Not a problem.
So he's convinced that
Conrad's still good.
yeah, still alive and still good.
Is A to snap into cover?
Yes.
I got a situation.
And you also hold it to sprint.
Why? Shit. We're gonna kill them all. Can't let that happen. Why? We're going to.
Let's hurry up and get down there. Follow me.
I know there's a lot of you asking the same question right now. Why? Well,
And then B will also mantle
thing.
over certain
There was
enemies.
no reason for any of this. We made a truce. You broke it. We gave you a chance to surrender, and you ignored it. Why? Why? I mean, why would you do that? You chose this. Not us. The only thing I can offer you now is this.
That asshole come from.
You're gonna want to get cover.
Tango, trying to move!
Reloading!
Hostile, he's down! Moving out! Grenade launcher! Watch out!
Winged him.
Fuck, this place is crawling with soldiers!
Get them all in the open! Don't let them reach cover! Tango down!
And then if you hold down right trigger, you might, or right bumper,
Yeah.
you can select him to have him be killed.
Okay.
Or you can just headshot him from like 70 yards with a handgun. Impressive.
Alright, I got him! Shotgunner on the field! Target's getting antsy! Got the target! He's exposed! Take him down!
Bada bing!
That turret's waiting for us down there. Adios.
You should want a bad bitch like this.
En route. Pay attention. Heads up. Second, clear your way. Neutral. Moving target. Swapping mags. Get cover.
Whew! You got me scared.
Shit, these guys aren't letting up. Hey, let's go.
Wow, you got me.
You died.
Hey, you don't get much wiggle room for punishment.
No.
That's gonna send me back a ways too, I think.
Hopefully. Oh wow, that's not that bad. Never mind. I thought it was from the very beginning of the mall, and I was like, wow, that's a 50-yard penalty.
Fuck, shit, careful. That turret's waiting for us down there.
Yeah.
You dead.
I didn't realize all the guys on the second floor came back. I was waiting for them to be on the side.
Well, you switch between sun and frag with left and right. Okay. And then it's left bumper. You hold it, and then you get the arc. brave one. Oh. At least shotguns retain some lethality at range. Ugh.
Jesus. Sorry, boys. Nothing I can do for you. That's pretty horrible.
That turret's waiting for us down there!
Keep moving! Get out of his line of fire!
Shit. They like... This game does not fuck around.
No. This game will kill you dead when it feels like it. Whoa! Explosive barrels are probably the greatest thing to ever happen in video games.
Oh. Down to Shoddy again.
Now you just wipe those two dudes out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I can even touch these guys over here.
No. I wouldn't waste the ammo. Because I've noticed this game, like, you're always pretty short on ammo.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you'd think like 120 rounds, you know, whatever, but because I think that's pretty close to an infantryman's standard combat load, but I don't know, man. In this game, it's just
never enough.
Just never enough. Jesus.
God, they're pretty liberal with the shotgun ammo, though.
Yeah, you never have enough AR ammo, but shotguns always seem to be a pretty substantial supply.
Yeah, at least for this stage.
Cross fire! I'll flank and take it out!
And then if you can hold B when running up to cover, and then you'll vault over it.
Relax, lady.
They got us surrounded! Moving!
You're free to move!
You psychopath.
I feel like going for this turret is not where it's at for these guys.
There's too many of them! You need to blow the wind up! Build the turret and blow the pits up!
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Dude, civilians neutralized.
God help us.
We just killed all those people. Yeah. We're doing God's work, man.
That all of them?
You better believe
Think
it.
we're clear.
What about the civilians? 33rd get away with any of them?
Yeah, they did.
Don't need a translator to know they're hurt.
What are they saying now?
These people want us gone.
We should get out of here. Leave these people to grieve.
Yeah, I think that's the least we can do. Come on.
Just wasted their home. See ya. Three amigos.
We had no choice.
Yeah.
It was them or more Americans.
Do you want me to take up this half? Should we alternate chapters?
Okay,
I
Walker.
think we might
Been awfully quiet.
need to call it
Thinking about our next move.
because it's almost midnight.
Want to share your thoughts with the rest of us?
4 minutes till.
Well, from what we've heard, I'm starting to think the 33rd went to war against itself. Whichever side won, seems they decided to stay here and take over Dubai.
Sounds like a mess.
It is. CIA's been here for God knows how long trying to clean it up,
Long enough to know everything that's going on in the city.
including what happened to Conrad.
Exactly. We can make contact with the CIA, then we'll find Conrad.
Oh my God.
What's wrong?
I'm picking up something. You guys need to hear it.
Patch it through.
What is your name and designation? Agent Daniel, CIA. Good. Why did you and your men come to Dubai, Lieutenant Daniels? We're looking for survivors. Okay. Looks like he's telling the truth. We can begin.
That's enough, Luca.
Yes, sir.
Can you trace the signal's origin?
I already did. It's coming from over there.
At least we know one agent is still alive.
More than one, actually. If the 33rd's broadcasting this shit, it's for a reason.
You think it's bait?
Hooked us.
It's fair.
All right.
There we go.
There you go. Spec Ops. The line.
The line.
Oh, let's use this time to talk about some Heart of Darkness things. We should have a little Heart of Darkness wrap up.
A little.
At the end, here's your notes.
My little notepad. Alright. Well, perhaps it's best first to give a little bit of a brief background on the source material here. Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness. The story involves a character named Marlowe who's like a shipman. He's a sailor. He's a really good sailor. And he's retelling the tale of his time in the Congo during British occupation, during ivory sales and slavery and stuff like that. And it's his time in the Congo during this time of colonialization, the British trying to colonize the Congo and get all the ivory. And in it, he gets there and he sees that just things aren't working out. The colonies and the stations aren't really making any headway. He describes people using tons and tons of dynamite to try to blow up rocks, and it just does nothing. They cannot blow up nature. There's a man of war there that's firing cannons into the jungle. It's doing nothing. The cannonballs make these big explosions and they just disappear into the darkness.
Yeah.
And so, as Marlowe's there, he sees that like no work's happening, nothing's going on. All the natives are suffering, they're dying, and the white colonists are just like lazy, milling about, not doing any work. Which, the no work happening really makes Marlowe upset because he values good work. During his time, he meets this guy named the Manager, who together they travel deep into the jungle to get to Marlowe's steamship, which he then uses to travel up the Congo River. And their mission is to find a man named Mr. Kurtz, who's like the pride of the company, who's out there colonizing the Congo. He's the only one who's ever been able to actually get ivory and do what needed to be done there. So they go up the Congo to find Kurtz, and in the process they get attacked by natives with spears and daggers and arrows and stuff like that. They fight off the natives and they get to Mr. Kurtz's station, which they find in kind of general disrepair. They find the heads of natives like on pikes and stakes, just like all over the place. And they find Mr. Kurtz, who's like sick and dying basically, and they're trying to get Mr. Kurtz to go back with them down the river. And they find Kurtz's audio log, or not his audio log, but his record book of what's going on, and like his statement as in terms of the progress is just eliminate the brutes, or exterminate the brutes, I think is what he uses. And later on you find that Mr. Kurtz was the one who allegedly set up the attack on Marlowe's steamship, so he's like kind of controlling the natives because he's kind of one of the natives, but he's also not because he thinks they're brutes.
Okay.
And then eventually Mr. Kurtz dies on the trip home while shouting like the horror, the horror. So it's like the darkness of what was going on in the Congo finally got to Kurtz right at the last second of his life, of all the horrible things he'd done and stuff like that. And then Marlowe swears to tell the truth, like about what happened to Kurtz, but when he goes and visits the relatives of the Kurtzes to tell them what happened, he's unable to tell this, like his widow, Kurtz's widow, the horror that happened, and instead like lies to her and says that like the last thing he said was that he loved you or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's the most bare bones explanation of Heart of Darkness you can get. But here, there's some obvious parallels. I mean, obviously, we're not British colonists, we're American soldiers during the Middle Eastern conflict. In lieu of the jungle and the wilderness and the horrors of nature, we have this sandstorm that has already destroyed Dubai, but we can see that it's still, like, amidst all the fighting with all the guns, the bombs, and things like that, the sandstorm is what can come in, and sand itself is what comes in and just obliterates everything.
Yeah, it's kind of like the cannonballs. It's just like engulfing it.
Yeah.
Swallowing it all up.
Yep. Doesn't matter how many guns, how many towers, how many cities you build. It really, nothing can defeat nature. The setup is pretty clear. It's the same John Conrad, obviously, an homage.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and the whole him being the leader of the fighting, the guy of the 33rd that's like there doing all the good work, and the hero is very much the Mr. Kurtz figure, and then Walker is clearly our Marlowe, but there are some distinct differences. Marlowe would not be out here with a gun just massacring people. That just wouldn't be Marlowe's character. That wouldn't be what he does, but it's a game, so I see why you have to do what you do there. The fact that, obviously, the whole thing with the 33rd, where it's like some of them have joined with the native people of Dubai and others have not. That's a very, very much kind of a homage to Kurtz kind of siding with the natives in the novel, that sort of thing. So I feel like there's going to be something playing with that later on in the story.
And in the novella, Marlowe had never met Kurtz before, right?
That's correct. He only had legends of Kurtz.
I see. Okay, yeah, because in this one, Walker and Conrad have a past.
Yeah.
A history. So, and he really looks up to Conrad. So that's and it gets pretty interesting.
Yeah.
They use that pretty well. It's kind of it's not a strict retelling of Heart of Darkness. It's sort of a inspiration from.
I mean, it's clear that
adaptation to an extent.
Yeah, it's like the clear like subplots there, just searching for the Kurtz like figure who's like the hero,
right?
The only one who's apparently doing stuff well, and then there's just elements of the novel present nature, the dire situation of the native people of Dubai, just how awful it is living in the city, very much the decrepit machinery and cityscapes all over the place.
Yeah,
very much the case. Heart of Darkness, all the stations, just like there's rotting ships and things like that. So.
And then finally, what do you think about the Nolan North casting?
I think it's funny. Like I feel like a lot of the stuff going on here, because I've heard that Spec Ops also tries to poke fun at the violence of video games in general.
Yeah.
Like the loading screens give you weird messages sometimes.
Yeah.
I've heard. So I think clearly when this game came out, the Nolan North phenomenon was still in full swing.
Yeah. I feel like it's subversive. Like I feel like the Nolan North choice is subversive to an extent. because of how prolific he is.
Yeah.
And how, like, in the Uncharted games, he's just, like, mowing down, like, hundreds of people and is super, like, cheery the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I at first I was like, is that Nolan North? It is Nolan North. And I didn't really put much else into it, but I think it's definitely an intentional, like, kind of subversion of all this.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And also they know that they're going to get a great performance, too.
Yeah, it's interesting that they have him there, but they really don't draw any attention to the fact that it's Nolan North.
Right.
Because it's not really about Walker, the story. It's kind of what's happening around Walker is what's pushing it forward.
Right. Right.
Which, so far, I think that for a video game, it's done that fairly well as a narrative piece.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it continues. I'm a little bit concerned with the kill roomy nature of the game so far.
That's kind of just how it is.
Yeah.
So buckle up.
At least it works. The mechanics, the gameplay.
Yeah, it's
fine.
functional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely functional. So things kind of start falling into place later on, and it gets kind of interesting.
Yeah, well, definitely I'm curious to see where because that's also like Heart of Darkness, where things really don't make sense and fall into place until the last 20 pages of the already short novel. So, which also the fact that this game is short, relatively speaking, I wonder if
I beat it in like bit over 5 hours.
So I wonder if that is in any way
maybe
a take on it too.
Maybe.
Well, we will.
And then you've got the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Which was, I guess, developed by a different studio, and the creative lead came out and basically was like, I don't know why the fuck there's multiplayer in this game. It doesn't deserve to be here.
Good. Alright, well, I will continue to take notes as we delve deeper into the rabbit hole, as Walker affectionately said. And we'll find out just how dark the heart of Spec Ops is.
There you go. This has been a pseudo literary analysis of Spec Ops, Part 1. Please join us for Part 2, coming whenever. All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.